What is going on, everyone? My name's Boit, and I'm back with some more Age of Mythology. The Titans action spawning on the left side of the map in the red color, playing as a Zeus. His name is Eric BR the First. His opponent today in the blue color, playing as Thor. His name is Matreiuss. We might be having a special guest coming on. I'm going to be bringing him in right now. Hopefully it all works out and everything is good here. I'm giving him a phone call. This is a very impromptu thing. Hi. No, not
Boy.
hi. Oh, hello. He's here. He's here. I'm joined by the fabulous Rapl. My God.
Ooh.
Okay.
Hello, everyone.
He sounds beautiful in my head. Does he sound beautiful on the stream? I do not know. I'm going to share you this game. We're already underway, and this is the most unprofessional thing ever. So let's boom this so you can have a cheeky watch. We've got Matreiuss playing Thor here. First, if you guys don't know who Rapl is, he is Rapl. Go check him out on YouTube and Twitch and all the other good things.
Yeah, thank you for promoting me and telling to the people who I am. So we're having Eric playing as Zeus, his favorite god,
Yes.
and Matreiuss playing Thor.
Yes.
A bit surprised to see that. He loves his Norse.
Yeah, Matreiuss has been playing a whole bunch of different things of late, hasn't he? He's not just a Poseidon man anymore. He's kind of a jack of all trades.
Yeah, indeed.
And look at this beautiful. I know you know that I love this, but I don't know if everyone else knows that I love this. Where's the dwarven mine? It hasn't been cast. Yes.
Yeah, he's obviously doing that in purpose. He knows that you're watching and he wants you to see that, and
Yeah, exactly.
you mention it, so
Exactly. He knows. This is another beautiful thing here of playing Thor. When you have Hyena on your second hunt, normally it's really annoying. But with Thor, it's a blessing in disguise. You get an extra 200 food on your hunt. Living the dream.
Yeah, indeed. So interesting to see that actually Pig Sticker doesn't one-shot the hyenas. I just learned that.
Yeah, I think it gives something like 200% bonus. Is that right? 400% bonus, and the gatherers, from memory, do something like 9 damage a shot or 10 damage a shot. Maybe.
Oh,
Like
okay,
that.
okay.
I can't really.
I have no idea.
So that's how it goes. Anyways,
Yeah.
this matchup, Thor versus Zeus. You already know that that Eric's going to complain about how weak Zeus is, but what would you do in Zeus's position here if you're on Oasis here, and it's kind of low hunt? I mean, it's kind of high hunt in a way with 3 drafts, but it's kind of low hunt. What would you go for here with Zeus?
I would surely be expecting Forseti by the Thor player, and because I think Forseti is a good counter to the Centaurs, I would probably try to play with Athena. But yeah, you can always do different things. What do you think? How would you play this matchup?
I'm currently trying to work out how to turn your volume down. Apparently you're too loud, but I can't work it out. Yeah, this one? No, this one? No? I don't know. We're just gonna have to do this way. Right. I fixed it. It's all good. I think in this matchup you actually got you got 3 options. One is to ballsy all in this hunt in the top section of the map. If you can hit this, which you should be able to here, you should be hitting it at about 4 minutes and 30, round about now. So if you can hit it now, then you actually get access to an extra couple of gazelle and the giraffe, and that's with like your early Jason popping out and getting a Minotaur over here or getting a Centaur out over here. If you can do that, then you can go in with Centaur Hoplites or Athena Rush style thing. But yeah, I'm more inclined to want to go Hermes on this map rather than Athena most of the time.
Yeah, is it because of the lack of food situation?
Not necessarily. It's just that I don't believe I can play around Frost very easily. on this map. I don't feel like I can force a defensive frost here, so I need the ceasefire
Oh,
for
okay,
that.
okay.
I might not even build centaur here. Like I might just grab a second town center and just try and hold on, but it might be really tough.
Understandable.
Mm.
Okay, that town center is going to secure a few berries, probably a bug gold mine as well. Is that a gold mine or a relic in the minimap in the left?
This one here,
In
yeah,
Eric's base?
both gold mines.
Oh, okay, both are gold mines. That's great. I like that walling from Eric in front. And I also like Matreiuss' wall in the middle. Maybe he expected a few centers, and since it's Thor and he doesn't have the ravens, he cannot be sure about Eric's plan.
Kinda. I think you can go double Ulfsark here and really, I mean, I think that's what Matreiuss did, and really scout out what your opponent's doing with that Ulfsark. After, like, if you go immediate second Ulfsark on this map and scout around the, scout half or 3/4 of the map basically, then you can just send that second Ulfsark in and just have a spy on that temple, and you can take a guess as to whether or not Hermes or Centaur are coming if there's villagers on the temple. I think is a smart way for Thor to play on this specific map.
Yeah. I totally agree with you. Yeah, it's always nice. So Matreiuss went through Freya. He's not using an early forest fire. Maybe he's trying to hold on since you are watching the game. And we see actually defensive towers. Do you think Matreiuss is gonna go for the semi-fast heroic or for a second TC after seeing that Eric went for a TC?
Yeah, you have to go for a town center here now as Thor. If you go fast heroic, I think you're gonna get hit with a really brutal mythic age timing of sorts, like a underworld lightning storm style thing from the Zeus camp. I'm surprised we even saw watchtowers here. That seems super.
Yeah. I agree. It was what I was gonna say, that 3 Raiden cavalry with the Herses are actually enough to defend the heroes and the Minotaurs, but now Matreiuss spent 300 resources on towers that it's probably not gonna help him at all.
No.
But anyway, does he have husbandry?
Yeah, no husbandry. Oh yeah,
Oh,
let's
okay.
do this. Yeah, no husbandry coming through just yet. But yeah, that's actually one of the most important upgrades on Oasis. I like every single god on Oasis should be thinking about, if they've got the resources, they should be thinking husbandry while they're advancing to the classical age.
Exactly.
It should be a absolute standard unless your strategy doesn't allow for it.
Yeah. And I also wanted your opinion on one thing, that you know that Norse is using the infantry units to build the town centers, so he's not idling his economy at all. Why Eric? He had to have, for 1 minute, 5 villagers idle to get his second town center. So even though Eric is ahead in the villager count, that doesn't mean exactly that he's ahead in the economy.
Yeah, so you lose out on something like, I mean, it's basically a minute to build a town center with 5 villages. So you lose out on roughly 300 resources extra to build the town center as a Greek player, but you get it up faster than your opponent. So you're going to be able to get those extra villages back on top of that to get that kind of economy should level out in a way. So this, in the end, you can look at one portion of the like asymmetry and say that's busted, but then there's always this other portion which kind of balances it out. It's kind of the beauty of Age of Mythology in a way. And whenever whenever I see anyone saying that this thing is busted, like I don't know, for example, catapult for Egyptian is busted, then you go, yeah, but look at all the other stuff that really sucks when you play Egyptian. And you go, well, that's true. So do you have to? The question is, do you want asymmetry, or do you want to be playing Age of Empires 2? And I think, I think we want to be playing mythology with the asymmetry here as much as we possibly can to make it.
Yeah, I'll have to agree with you, because either way, I mean, every god has a busted thing at least. So I don't think, you know. But... Okay, nice micro on the talk shows. He tried to snipe a throwing axeman. And now he's going for the berries, I guess, to push Matreiuss.
Eric is doing it. I taught Eric this like 2 or 3 weeks ago, and I was like, all right, when you move your army, you got to control group your Toxotes and your hoplites into a set, or your ranged units and your melee units into a separate control group, so that you can easily run them both right next to each other and be shooting immediately with the Toxotes. Otherwise, things get really awkward when you go for those like kind of snipe plays. And he was kind of doing it there. So I think he's getting that next level of micro, which is really cool to see.
Yeah, not the first thing you taught to the experts. Like you have said so many things that are quite useful. I have to admit that yeah.
I know how to play. I just can't play. All right, this is. I know what I'm supposed to do. I just can't do it.
It's all right. You're at least a caster. That's fine. And you're very good in theory.
I'm washed up. We are seeing the Skadi coming in really nice and early here from Matreiuss. I love that. If he slaps down a hill fort straight away on his gold mine, this is going to be very, very important because the underworld will be coming. So you want to defend that gold mine as best as you can. You've also got dwarven gold mine to walk back on, so you don't, doesn't really matter. You can always leave that and you're fine. But a hill fort on that gold mine and starting to think about making, or on a separate gold mine, like Matreiuss is doing, and starting to think about making Huskal. And also, you always have to have in the back of your mind the transition to get into heavy cavalry really quickly, because your opponent is going to start making the pacifist once those Huskal come out. So we'll see if Matreiuss is going to be able to organize his economy to perfectly execute the kind of jump between that sort of tech.
Yeah, exactly. Now we see the third town center being grabbed. Probably, I'm curious to see how Eric is going to respond to Frost. I mean, he's not aging up. You can see he doesn't even have the food. And even if he gets to the heroic age, will he have the food to make the hyperspace that he needs? That's the question.
Yeah, I think the plan here for Eric is effectively he's trying to play for late game in some respect. Like either he's going to go through Hera and he's going to Lightning Storm to equalize on the Frost, or he's going to go through Hephaestus and possibly use the Underworld to kind of escape away from the Frost so he doesn't take too much damage from it. Effectively, for Matreiuss to find a solid advantage here, he needs to get really good value out of the Frost, and for Eric to get a good advantage, he needs to limit that damage in a way.
Yeah, exactly. And since it's a 3TC boom from both sides, probably we're going to see Hephaestus. Yeah. But I don't know about the Norse pick on the Mythic Age, if it's going to be Balder or Tyr. I would like to have your opinion on this.
I think that on Oasis, specifically Oasis, I think that Balder is actually going to be the better pick most of the time. But it's not Balder for Ragnarok straight away. It's like this is something I don't see very often from Norse players, but this situation doesn't arise very often. And it's when you don't have to panic click Rag, and you're not going for a gold staff. Gold staff is off cards. You can go for Titan Ragnarok, or you can go for like an almost building spam Ragnarok, where you trying to get your like position set up on like a third town center with towers and walls and ballista coming out later. So you got like 30 ox caravans going, and you're all good. That restoration was a big question mark. He needed that restoration for Frost.
Yeah, now he will have to force the Frost through an underworld, or force the Frost during Lightning Storm. Yeah. Otherwise, his army is going to disappear like completely. And as we can see, Eric doesn't even have he doesn't have food at all. And Matreiuss is setting up his economy nicely. He has even started a trade route. And maybe that market is going to satisfy you. Look at the corner.
That's wonderful. I mean, he could have put it here. There's no reason for him to not put it here and just wall around, but this is a really good start.
Yeah, at least, yeah.
Yeah, I think that Eric thinks that he should be fighting here. But he shouldn't be fighting here. He should be sitting back, sitting underneath these towers he's built, and just trying to get to the next age. The longer he stays in this classical age, the longer he sits on plow. And if you take a look at like Matreiuss's economy here, he hasn't even really set up farms. He's still eating goats, and he's super far in front. He's already got winter harvest coming through and plow. His farm transition is going to be absolutely bonkers here.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I like Eric taking this fight now underneath the towers and with the. He's not microing his Odysseus onto the Frost Giant, but it's a good fight nonetheless.
Not only the Odysseus, if he was only microing his stock shots as well in that fight. But anyway, he's not gonna have an answer to the Frost Giants since he doesn't have access to Hercules, and now he's gonna get pushed back. And probably gold starved. No, does he have a gold
He's got
mine?
this gold mine back here and over here. I don't think you're gonna get gold starved very often here, but. Yeah, the decision to stay classical age this long, probably even just cutting units at some point would have been a good idea. Because this is what we were talking about a little bit earlier with the Huskarl, how there's kind of this balance between where the Norse army gets really strong over the Greek army, and then the Greek army comes back a little bit with a pacifist, and then those raiding cavalry or Jarl start coming in and equalizing yet again. And Eric is missing this timing really, really hard here.
Yeah, exactly. Now we see a weird forest fire being used.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
I didn't see if it damaged any units. Did Eric receive any damage from it?
No, maybe he lost a villager. There's a whole bunch of dead units here. I would like to see a forest fire here, maybe to open this forest up onto this town center, or over here, to open up this town center a little bit to make less of a choke point. So Matreiuss can abuse that, but Matreiuss is taking full control of this game moving forward here.
Yeah, Matreiuss, what makes Matreiuss a great player is that he always has a follow-up, in my opinion, that he sees the towers in front, he's trying to harass, and he's doing a great job. But at the same time, he's securing the corners. You can see he also built that hill fort aggressively.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's thinking far more ahead, not like just winning the game at the exact moment.
100%. It's always little things trying to inch yourself forward to a tangible advantage to actually take a win.
Yeah.
Now, right now, you can see this is another problem with staying in the classical age for so long for Eric. He's been sitting on 80 villages for quite a while, but because Matreiuss got, one, Norse economy is already stronger than Greek economy because of the dwarf, but two, the fact he's got access to trade and he's been building trade means that Matreiuss's economy is now significantly further in front of Eric's, even though Eric got the town centers up first.
Yeah, exactly. And the winter harvest is gonna play a big role in the game.
Look at these beautiful farms.
Irrigation as well. Yeah, that's nice.
He should take this is something I see sometimes. You should take these villages and just make the trek over to this town center, rather than place them around here.
But is it worth it?
100%. Well, they're going to be working here for the rest of the game. You lose out on probably like 20 food to walk over per village, maybe less than 20 food, maybe like 10 food to walk to this per villager to walk to this town center, and you gain I don't even know how much food over the course of the game.
Okay, but do you think just placing an ox cart would just fix that?
Well, you could put an ox cart here, but that costs a population and costs 100 resources.
Yeah, that's the problem. That's the problem. The resources, the IDLTC, and the population in the later of the game. And finally, Matreiuss has a forward temple next to the hill forts, because as you can see, he made, probably by mistake, he made a frost giant from his first temple on his base.
Well, he's getting rhyme at the moment, yeah.
Okay, I guess taking the upgrade is fine from the main temple. And now he's gonna try to push the town center with rams. I don't really like rams in the heroic age.
Rams aren't good, but if you've got frost, they're pretty good.
Yeah, that's different, but yeah.
Yeah.
He's also making the Jarls to make the Minotaurs. I don't think that's necessary, since he has access to the Frost Giants.
100%.
And it's gonna take him a while to upgrade the Jarls to heavy, so I would prefer to go Huskarls if I was Matreiuss.
Yeah, just keep going, Huskarl, get the Frost Giants out. But also, he could just... He spent a lot of resources randomly here. He's not got a lot of food at the moment, but he had 2,000 gold for a second there. And he could have just rushed up to Mythic Age and start making Fire Giants right now. And he is going Baldur out. So he can just make a ton of Fire Giants at this point. And there's not going to be a counter for Eric until he's in the Mythic Age with Belleroth on it. And even then, it's a tough kind of task to deal with.
Yeah, exactly. As you can see, as I said earlier about the Matreiuss follow-up, now he's setting up side builds in the other side to gold starve Eric and harass him to the ground. That's very nice.
Yeah, there's this concept way back when, if you got any idea of who Day 9 is, he's a StarCraft 2 or even StarCraft 1 caster from way back when. And he says this thing, when you're ahead, get more ahead, as Eric taps out. And that's exactly what Matreiuss does. He's like, he takes the town center down. Okay, next mission.
Yeah, exactly. That was actually very well executed by Matreiuss. I like the way he played. Eric could have done some things different, but at least he tried. He did nice.
Yeah, I mean, to be honest, I like the strategy in a way. Now, Matreiuss is saying one town center Athena is good here. It's absolutely good here. I totally agree with Matreiuss, but in this situation here where Eric gets set up and he's actually fine, he's just taking fights where he's losing for no reason. Like just throwing up some walls here and leaving the Toxotes behind the walls to prevent the units from pushing through, and just trying to get a decent heroic each time so he doesn't have to deal with those Huskal, which is just, there's no counter to Huskal in the classical age for Greek.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, exactly. It's a problem. You cannot really fight that army composition with classical age units. Plus the Frost Giants, he really needed that Hercules. Not only that, even if your opponent is not making Frost Giants, as a Zeus player, you can always make the heroes to tank the Throng Axemen, which I think is quite nice.
Totally. I mean, there are tons of different options here as well for Zeus to try, but I mean, Matreiuss played it so well. I think the only thing I would have liked to have seen differently in the early game was no watchtowers until he actually sees what's happening, because watchtowers take 20 seconds to research, right?
I think so.
I think it's 20 seconds, and if he didn't get those, he would have got his town center up faster and even been even further in front.
Yeah, totally. Yeah. I agree. It's also the Thor economy. Thor economy is super good.
I mean, just to speak about, I mean, you don't even have to, you already know, but that's just ridiculous.
Oh my god.
This is ridiculous.
Norse is bonkers.
Look at this. Civilian unit count for Greek is at 12 minutes and 23 seconds. He's up like 5-6 villages. But at the same time, at 12 minutes here, Matreiuss is in front, and he's got less villages. That's hunt bonus. That's the extra herdables he gets from going double Ulfsark. That's the dwarf bonus. It's just absolutely insane.
Yeah. And the Oxcart placements,
yeah, for sure. Anyways, these guys are out, so let's go and jump into the next one.